February 24th, 12:14 p.m., District Court, courtroom number 9. Fuck me. Hey guys, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. In the last episode, we ended up finally getting a chance to get Detective Bruce. Wait. Wait. Trying to think. Jake Marshall. Yeah, buddy. But for now, we actually ended up taking a quick break. Emma ended up running out of the courtroom all frantic-like, so meaning that this courtroom also relates to Emma as well. Other than Lana, Edgeworth, Gantz, Goodman, all these people, shit, it's basically a clusterfuck. Anyways, let's get started. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Wow, I actually said that right. Woohoo! Emma didn't come back. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Mr. Jake Marshall, drinking his whiskey in public, even though, that's kind of a bad thing. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization. Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Oh, I know, you're a patrolman. As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind call it out. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. Howling wind? I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before. Now, Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime took place. Is that correct? According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? A desperado soul is as boundless as a desert sand. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best if we get on with this quickly. Please share us with your testimony of the day of the crime. In English. Technically, he was using English. He was just doing it in a more detailed and kind of fancy way, you could say. My job was to keep a wary eye on the Bone Orchard. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides the room protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a street-side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. You really want to challenge me with that, Jake? Whenever we already have something that I think you would be interested in. I can't say in particular care for your attitude. I can't say I care for your beard, but don't see me complaining. Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security? Oh my god, really? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you would know about those. Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks inside the evidence room? Fingerprint-activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those? He's not being very helpful. He's not that good with machines or following orders. Everyone got their weakness, now don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. The day of the crime. I think I at least know where to at least go with this. Yep. It's... me... son... and... she... Oh, here it is. If I remember right, I was at a straight saloon down at the time it went down. That's full of the bullshittery. Wait, where is it? No. Here it is. Take objection! Yeah, I can't believe the fuck that. Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. Okay, if you want. It's quite simple. You left a very big trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm a caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there. Objection! You don't understand. I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Gasp! Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were in the crime scene. The blood was wiped away, however, the luminoid test clearly revealed this. Which means that you're hiding something that makes you a bullshitting liar. And last time I checked, lies get the noose. Yeah. Anyways. Well, Officer Marshall? Marshall! Sorry, give me a sec. What? Okay. Sorry, guys, I might have to adjust my headphones real quick. Why is it set it to... Yeah, whatever, I'll just set it to 40. Weird. I guess something caused the mic to at least be messed with. Anyways, well, Officer Marshall, it seems to me I ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. I take you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall, about the about the blood-stained fingerprints. Very well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints found at the scene of the crime. I'm hungry. Sorry. I just realized that since I think it's the afternoon, so I'm getting... That's not even important to the Let's Play. Stupid bastard. Anyways, like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in the evidence room. One of them just happened to be same place as the bloodstained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprints are completely unrelated. Oh, didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, I had nothing to do. Wait a second, how did you know that? That's a little interesting. Okay. The witness explanation appears valid, and sorry. Give me a second, gotta drink some water. Alright, we should be good to go now. Alright. Give me a second, scratch my eye. Anyways, the witness explanation appears valid. Although there is room for doubt, life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Cross-examination, blood-stained fingerprints. Like I say... Hold it! That's because you, how did you put it? Pay your respects once a month. Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happened to be mine. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. I see. I'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. Apparently apparently his fingerprint data was never changed. He must have been using the fingerprint lock without even knowing it. Marshall's fingerprints updated in the court record. Huh. That's interesting, though. Wait, I thought about something. What's happened? Same bloodstained handprints. I'm interested about this one, though. Hold it! How do you know that? I may be alone, but I still do my job. I keep up on reports. There was bloodstains at the scene. Bloodstain at the scene, thought to be left by a murderer. That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened on the place his hand on the top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint. That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? This seal of blood. In the desert, it's just food for buzzards. Oh. There's only one reality, and that is this. The security tape. So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. Damn it. Sure, whatever. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall. Too bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner? Hold it! I think I have an idea, then. What do you mean by that? You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have. Objection! But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor that isn't showing. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, he could leave the room without being caught on tape. Objection! We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright. Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now. Would I really risk it? Sure, why not? Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake. Now then, let's have another look at the video. Show us the incriminating evidence of the witness, Officer Jake Marshall. Wait, something. This is getting us nowhere. Swiggy, swiggy, swig. Wait, I see something. What's that? Here we go. Take that! Bringing our